most important bond of human life, yet it does not always start with birth. Adoption offers many individuals the chance of a family. It impacts many lives in our community: children that are experiencing adoption, the birth family, the adoptive family, and people that they encounter. Adoption offers options for everybody: those who are unable to raise children, unable to conceive children, and those who do not have a permanent family. I grew up in a fostering family, and I've seen firsthand the challenges and influences that adoption has. By understanding adoption, what it is, the various types, and its impact, we can grow a deeper appreciation for our community. While adoption can be emotional and full of legal situations, it all begins with what adoption truly is. Adoption is the transfer of guardianship from one adult to another regarding a minor that includes the legal rights as a parent. In the United States, each state determines its own requirements for eligibility and procedures necessary, stated by the Legal Information Institute. The U.S. Congress grants each state funds for adoption programs and condition that they obey mandates. The United States Uniform Law Commission proposed the Uniform Adoption Act, which states that any individual can carry out adoption. Some states use this method, while others deem certain individuals unfit by factors such as marital status, criminal history, and those with disabilities. Exact procedures may vary across states, though the general process is the same. The person wishing to adopt must petition the court and provide the necessary evidence. The court will then have an adoption agency carry out investigations of the petitioners and report their findings. The court will notify the biological parents, and if unable to do so, a series of steps must be followed. By understanding the basis of adoption, it helps us understand the different forms it can take. The various types of adoption are categorized by process and the relationship with the birth family. The Show Hope organization states that the process is separated into two divisions: intercountry and domestic. In an intercountry adoption, the adoptive parents have a different citizenship status than the adoptive child. In a domestic adoption, there's foster care, private, and an independent adoption. These are all done with the same citizenship status. Foster care is a court-monitored system that places a child into a home until they are reunited with their birth families or find a permanent home. A private adoption is done through an agency, and an independent adoption is done with previous connections and typically involves an attorney. Lifelong adoptions categorizes adoption by relationship with the biological family. This includes open, semi-open, and closed. In an open adoption, all communication information is shared between the parents, and the child maintains a relationship with the biological family. In a semi-open adoption, communication is shared through an agency and contact is minimal. In a closed adoption, no communication is shared, and the biological and adoptive parents have no information for each other. In both semi and closed adoptions, the child can search for their biological parents once they reach the legal age. By recognizing the various types, we can grasp a better understanding of its impact. Adoption affects not only family, but also our community. For adoptive children, they may feel a sense of loss, rejection, or identity loss. This can cause long-term trauma and be a factor for bad behavior. For birth parents, they may feel grief or shame for being unable to properly care for their child. For the adoptive parents, they may feel identity loss or a lack of control through the adoption process. They may not feel like real parents, which may alter their parenting style. Adoption impacts our community. For adoptive families, they typically advocate and raise awareness for adoption, which leads to more people learning and understanding adoption and potentially more children being adopted. Adoption builds diverse families and teaches the value of acceptance. It also offers children a better chance at life, health care, and a better environment. The National Council for Adoption reported over 32,000 children in foster care in the United States in 2024. Without this system, The majority of these children would grow up in neglectful homes, which would impact their lives and our community as a whole. Adoption grants prospective parents guardianship of a child in need of a loving home. This can be done in many ways, through inter-country or domestic adoptions, and also includes options for a relationship with the biological parents. While adoption grants children the chance at a better life and opportunities, it also comes with challenges. By understanding adoption, we can grow deeper appreciation for our community, the children, and the parents involved in adoption.